Riley,
Hey, what?
how many times a day do you think about how to write with your pencil?
Well, never. It's something I do every day.
Exactly. It's a very simple task. You don't even have to think twice about it. Now here's another question. How often do you think about the effect you're having on the environment when you throw plastic away and don't recycle?
Well, not very often. My school doesn't really recycle plastic.
This is a common response to recycling among teens across the United States. They think that if they throw their one pop bottle away, it has no effect on the earth at all. But little do they know, when they put their bottle in the trash, it takes around 1,000 years to break down. That means every single piece of plastic that has ever been made is still on the earth today. They need to think twice. Good afternoon. My name is Emily Jones.
And I'm Riley Dezine, and we are members of the Washington County FCCLA chapter. As our introduction suggests, we are concerned about the effects plastic has on the environment and the importance of recycling. Our other concerns include the amount of plastic bottles that are thrown away at our school each day, the length of time plastic takes to break down, and how it ends up in the ocean.
When we started this project, Riley and I had one main question. How does everyday plastic affect the environment? The more we learned, the more we knew we wanted to make a difference. We turned this want to make a change into a goal that by February 5th, 2020, we will educate and encourage our community to recycle plastic bottles and teach them about ways to help our earth by giving multiple presentations, displaying educational boards, and beginning a plastic recycling program at our school that was never there before.
The first step of our project was researching. Reading articles from places like earthday.org and onegreenplanet.org definitely made us think twice. Some of the facts were unbelievable. For example, a survey done by Euromonitor, a market research group, said that as of 2019, 1 million plastic bottles are sold worldwide per minute, but only 23% are being recycled. Catherine Irving of Sciencing.com said that as of 2019, plastic left at public events can be carried by wind or rain into drainage systems and end up in the ocean. Because we live in an agricultural community, both our ponds, waterways, and livestock are all affected by the dangerous possibility of the consumption of plastic. Ocean Crusaders reported that this past year, on average, Americans use up to 13 bottles a month per person. So think twice about this. By using a reusable water bottle, you can save up to 156 plastic bottles every year.
The next step was trying to find a way to get our school and community to think twice about their plastic use. Recycling is so simple because not only can everyone do it, but it also does not cause further harm to the environment. As shown here, our local recycling center allows for citizens to drop off their recycling at any time. The center also picks up recycling from local businesses and has a drop-off in each town throughout our county, which makes duplication even easier. The first audience we reached out to was our community. We made a visual and informational board to display at our local bank and at a home basketball game because we knew it would reach a large audience of adults. We received many comments regarding the importance of our topic and how it made them think twice. After that, we gave a presentation to the 2nd and 3rd grade students at our school about how crucial it is to be knowledgeable about their environment. We wanted to really make them aware that they are our future and what they do with their plastic will have a long-lasting effect on our world.
We started our presentation off with some unbelievable facts that drew the kids in and made them more aware of a serious situation we've made for our world. We knew the kids would be more interested if we made it more of an activity and less of a lecture, so we came up with this fun craft that went along with how they could help our world. We printed out these fun pictures of the earth that say the earth is in my hands, and then we had them trace their handprints and then cut them out and then paste them on here. We had them write little ideas of how they could help or how they could reuse their plastic at home. This craft was a super big hit for them. As a treat for listening so well, we made them sugar cookies that resembled the earth. We then held a question and answer session that measured the benefits of our presentation about recycling. We reviewed key topics such as how to properly recycle and reuse plastic materials.
Personally, one of my favorite parts of this project was being able to take a tour of our local recycling center. It was so interesting to have a hands-on experience to further learn about our topic. Dwayne Bruna, who works at the Washington County Environmental Sciences Department, invited us for a tour after we called in with questions about recycling. After taking a tour of each different building of our recycling center, Mr. Bruna talked to us about the different types of plastic and which ones are taken at our center. For example, we take 1s, 2s, and 4s. An example of a 1 would be a pop bottle. Here we show an example of a 2, which is a milk jug. An example of a 4 would be a plastic shopping bag. After talking to us about the different types of plastic, Mr. Bruna broke down to us the exact process of how plastic is recycled. First, it is collected and then sorted based on their numbers and then crushed down. And after that, it is bundled together and stored until there is enough for it to be shipped. And when there is, it is shipped to Quincy, Illinois, where it is melted down and repurposed into other things. Mr. Bruna also talked to us about his community campaign this year, which is to only recycle clean plastic. He says it makes it so much easier on himself and his volunteers when they don't have to worry about dirty plastic that has been sitting in a bin for a really long time. To end our day, this was definitely Riley and I's favorite part, was getting to actually partner up with Mr. Bruna and his special needs volunteers and get to help sort recyclables. After learning all of these interesting facts, we knew we had to share this with our peers. Our third presentation was to our 10th grade classmates about the proper way to recycle and why it is so important for our environment. We discussed with them advancements in recycling that will further benefit our environment. For example, the discovery of microbes that break down polyethylene, which would otherwise take centuries to break down. We also discussed with them the new recycling program we had put together.
The purpose of our program was giving the high school kids in our school more opportunities to recycle. We set out multiple recycling bins throughout the school, and the response we received was amazing. In only 2 days, we received up to 336 plastic bottles. Compared to the 0 plastic bottles that were being recycled before we put out the bins, we not only met, but exceeded our goal. The elementary students were doing a project using bottle caps, so we donated all of our bottle caps to them, and in return, they gave us all of their bottles after taking the caps for their project. We loved being able to team up with our own school to make a difference.
There are several FCCLA and FCS links to our topic. It relates to FCCLA Purpose Number 4, to encourage individual and group involvement in helping achieve global cooperation and harmony, FCCLA Purpose Number 5, to promote greater understanding between youth and adults, and FCCLA Purpose Number 6, to provide opportunities for making decisions and for assuming responsibilities. It relates to National Standard 2.2, analyze the relationship of the environment to family and consumer rights and responsibilities, and National Standard 3.4, analyze resource consumption for conservation and waste management practices.
In conclusion, our STAR event this year was truly life-changing. Emily and I are both so thankful for the opportunities we had during this project. We not only learned so much, but met so many new people and really made a difference in our world. We were extremely effective in reaching over 1,000 people in our community. We hope to continue our recycling program at school for many years to come. To expand our program beyond school, a change we would make is to place recycling bins throughout our community, especially in high-profile places like the city park. So next time you quench your thirst and end up with a plastic bottle, make sure you think twice.